It's time for the Artist Spotlight, with your host the Necromancer. Here on Ripper Radio.
Hello and welcome to edition of the I cannot talk today. Ripper Radio Artist Spotlight, and on this edition I am joined by the band Divine Eminence out of Columbus, Ohio. I'm also joined by my co-host, the lovely Raven from Raven's Knox Music. Want to say hello to everybody out there?
Hey everybody, how's it going tonight?
All right, guys, have you introduced yourselves and tell everybody what you do in the band? Starting off with Tony, I guess.
On camera. What's up, y'all? I'm Buttons.
You're not on
vocals.
I'm Jesse, play the bass.
Eric, drums.
All right, cool. How did you guys get your start, and who came up with the band itself?
I'm Tony. I started the band. I just wanted to create some new music that wasn't everywhere around, you know what I'm saying, anything around Columbus. So I tried to find the best dudes I could. I started with 7-piece at first, and now we're down to a 4-piece. Seems to work a lot better this way, so now we're stuck here.
It's because Tony's an asshole.
Because I'm an asshole and I'll kick everybody out.
The way I hooked up with the group, we was down at a ICP show. We're down in Newport, right? And Tony was down there kicking it. And I'd known Tony. We kicked it from back in the day, but I hadn't seen him in a grip. And I'd recently got out of an old band I was in. We started talking. I was like, man, I'm looking for I have a bass player at the time. I said, man, I've been looking for a drummer and guitar player. He's like, well, hey, I got a drummer and a guitar. And then I came to practice the next week and started writing songs. And Jesse at the time played drums. And then he transitioned over to the bass. And Derek took over on drums, and we've been running it like that ever since.
Cool. How did you guys come up with the name Divine Eminence?
Oh, Tony, I don't even know.
Yeah, I was sitting at my house one day, and I was like, fuck it. My godson, he plays drums, and I told him I would start a band, and I'd figure it out, and I'd come up with a name and everything. So I'm really sat here one day, and I was like, what the fuck could I possibly name my band? So I'm like, well, I want it to be 2 words combined together that make all the sense in the world that will define me and the project I'm trying to create. So I came up with Divine was first, and I'm like, well, what the fuck could go with Divine? And then it just hit me. Within 3 minutes, I came up with the name. And I'm like, it has to be a name that nobody's going to have on the internet so we can get, whatever. Right, and damn Skippy, I went right on the internet and nothing. There was nothing for Divine Eminence, so it was a done deal. I told everybody else about it. They're like, it's awesome, and I'm sure we're never going to change it.
Yeah, it's definitely a word I haven't seen before, so, and it fits because it's kind of like Providence, considering your life since I've known you since high school practically, and everything you've been through. So it's kind of a divine eminence that you're here where you are now. So
yeah, I agree. It just all ties together really well. The funny thing is it's very hard to pronounce or spell, so it's always a conundrum in that aspect, but it's cool.
We've been divided eminence. We've been divine eminence. We've been there's a
few of them. People come up with them and send them to us, and we're like, we're going to make T-shirts with all these on them.
Yeah, thank God for spell check. Yeah.
Every time we say our name, they're like, what's your name? Divine Eminence. What? And then they try to say it and they can't say it. So it's like 3 or 4 times. So by the time you're done talking to them, they definitely got the name beat in their head.
There you go. Yeah, there's a few bands that I play that are really hard to say, like Geigen Tamachia. That's one I say all the time, and you look at it and I don't know, it's screwed up spelling. So at least yours is easier for me. I'm all right with that. Got any questions over there?
How long have you guys been together?
I've been with Tony for probably a year and a half, going on 2 years, and I think this group as a 4 together has probably been, what, going on a year?
Yeah.
No, a year. We played our first, this lineup about a year. And we're really happy with it. We all get together, we're all very cohesive. We write well. We all got great attitudes together. We hang out. We're really good friends. It's not like we only see each other on band day. So it's really cool when we get together, the vibes that come out, and then we just sit around and write music, and it just turns out awesome for some reason. I love it. It's pretty dope.
How would you categorize your sound?
That is the question of the year.
We'll
We'll
leave that to you.
We'll leave that. We don't know. We really don't have any idea. People ask me that, all of us, that all the time, and I'm like, we write the music that you listen to.
Yeah,
that's that's what we do.
What's great is we got some different musical styles in the room. Jesse's into some older shit, and Derek's into some newer shit, and Tony's right in the middle, and my shit's very diverse. So we all bring our own, what I call a distinct style, and it blends really well together. And we leave that up to the end listener, man. You call it what you want, because to us it's just us. We don't know what to fucking call it.
Yeah, we don't have a genre, or we don't have I don't get it. You can't be like, oh, we're metal, oh, we're rap, oh, we're classic rock, oh, we're new metal. You know what I mean? There's this, and we don't have a style. We go in the studio and we write, and that day we might write a jazz song. Next day we might write a death metal song. You don't know. I don't know. So we smash all those, all the different styles into one, I guess, but not really trying to. We just wake up and write what we write. We write together. We don't write separately. So that's a big part of it, to be creative. That we're all in one room together, making one unit, and it's pretty cool. And it's worked great so far. We're on like 15 songs now, so
cool. It's kind of a crossover hybrid, I would call it, because it mixes a little bit of rap, a little bit of metal, a little bit of rock.
Right. There's a lot of that coming out these days, man. I think that's just.
I'd say from fans, people I've talked to in the crowd, the band that they put on at the most would be like a Rage Against the Machine. It's not really like what we're going for. We didn't look at that band and say, hey, this is what we want to do. That's kind of the vibe that people get, I guess you could say.
That's one of my heavy influences, right? Rage
sure,
definitely, definitely a heavy influence on me in my life.
Okay, so yeah, that was going to be my question. So who influenced you guys? I mean, who are your influences?
none. Like Dave said, there's 4 totally different people.
Well, she's asking, like, when you grew up, what were you listening to? Like, what was your...
That'd be 4 different answers, because
that's okay. That's good. I mean, that's good.
Let Jesse start. Let Jesse start.
I'm a lot more old school with what I like. I grew up listening to, like, Van Halen and a lot of 80s bands and stuff, but going into high school and all that, Rage Against the Machine, definitely huge influence. Bands like that, a little harder. The love of Avenged Sevenfold in high school, bands like that. I don't know, my spectrum of rocks is very open, but there's definitely Van Halen's probably my favorite band, but yeah.
And then Dave's favorites are?
My shit's a mix, yo. It goes way back from everything from Metallica to Ice Cube, Michael Jackson to Hank Williams Sr., Ed P to fucking Insane Clown Posse, Twisted, all them peoples, I'm all over the place.
And Derek, he's finally got to talk, so you get to hear his voice now.
Right.
Versatile, but anything new.
Right.
Anything new.
New shit. Yeah.
He listens to pretty much whatever's coming out. He's striving to find something. And that's cool. It's like, all of us are totally different. Me, on the other hand, I listen to Stevie Wonder and, traditional Japanese music, but I listen to a lot of metal, like old school stuff, Venom. I don't have a style that I listen to. I'll wake up and listen to Nina Simone in the morning and then progress to Agnostic Front. So you just never know. Whatever comes on my radio is definitely awesome. I don't listen to no garbage, so that's about me.
I came in the other day and he was playing Nicki Minaj. I was like, dude, what are you doing?
He is so lying, bub.
What the heck?
I don't even know who the fuck that is.
He even tried to twerk, yo.
Somebody smack him.
was cooking pancakes.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it went down.
Record that part right there. Cut that. That's the clip.
Everything live goes live and it stays there, so it's on the air.
Gosh, I would have never guessed, Tony. My gosh.
I'm sorry, dear. We couldn't hear you.
I would have never guessed him listening to Nicki Minaj. Come on.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. I don't even know who that is, to tell you the truth. I'm being dead
You're not
honest.
missing anything, honey. You're not missing anything.
Anyway, we're just fine.
They'll be looking it up after the show. and then go and puke.
Uh-huh.
Probably.
Not missing anything at all.
You guys got any
least
upcoming
one or-
shows in the near future that you guys want to talk about, like your addiction, Artists Against Addiction show at the Alrosa? You want to talk a little bit about that?
Yeah, I'll talk about that show, and then Dave can go with the rest of the shows. The Artists Against Addiction show is formerly the Fuck Heroin show. I had a really bad trip with the name. I've had 3 different news channels trying to do interviews with us and radio stations, but they wouldn't touch it because of the word fuck. So obviously we had to change the name. So Artists Against Addiction came to my head. I had a couple other ideas, but they were taken. So this one wasn't, and there it is. It's going to be a 15-band event at the Alrosa Villa on September 7th of this year. There's going to be every genre of music there. The nonstop music all day. There will be no setup time. We have a curtain that goes across the stage, so all day there'll be music going nonstop. Rap, rock, metal, everything. So if you can get out there, September 7th, Alrosa Villa, for a good cause. It's for, fuck heroin. It's an addiction that everybody faces, even if you don't do the drug. I just lost a good friend, actually, 2 days ago. I just tattooed him and everything, and his mom went to the house, and he was dead. So I got to deal with that still this week. It's just something that touched my life. My best friend is no longer with us because of heroin. I've never done it, never want to, but I never want to see anybody else do it. So I'll do whatever I can to make sure that stops. And that's my main goal and preface right now. Is this the second event? Last year was super awesome. We raised a lot of money. We gave a lot of money away, had a great time. So that's why there's number 2s coming.
How much is it to get into your event?
It'll be $10 to get in. It's all nonprofit, and we're giving all the proceeds, not 100%, but most of the proceeds to different organizations that we know will fight the good fight.
Sounds like a noble cause, and we'll be doing some advertisement for that too coming up on the radio. So guys, keep listening for that show in particular, and make sure you get yourselves down to the Alrosa, no matter where you are in Ohio, in the Ohio Valley area, since we have listeners all around the tri-state area, pretty much, and abroad. So you guys want to set up like a GoFundMe for that or something, and people from other parts of the world can dictate?
It'll all be on when the event page is released, which will be this week. We're doing all the promotions and everything right now. You'll have all this information. All the other radio stations will have it. It'll be well known. You'll be able to. There'll be a GoFundMe. You'll be able to donate. You'll be able to come. There'll be T-shirts. There'll be merchandise, just like we did last year. Just the only thing is, the name's going to be changed. The bands that will be on the bill are all confirmed as of yesterday. It'll be Divine Eminence, of course, Toxic Nobility, Kingpin, Corrosive Vengeance, Suffer These Wounds, Arise the Titan, J Villain, Evil X, Slaves Among Death, The Gods of Chaos, the DA Sniper, and that's 15 bands of all day music from 2 o'clock in the afternoon until 2 at night.
Yeah, the Sniper 614, definitely one of our homies from Columbus. Gods of Chaos, another one of our close homies from Columbus.
Cryptic is a band that's a lot like us. If you like that rap rock kind of just.
Yeah, they're more like our style. Cryptic is, of course, Corrosive Vengeance.
Jay Villain, my homie, he actually come up and got him on a nice national label. He's on Native World now. It's great to have Jay out there.
Evil X, like an old school metal, kind of what I did, kind of like a Judas Priest, this old school metal rock and roll.
I don't like so much of that shit, but I'll rock it with it.
And Corrosive Vengeance, of course, Phil and all the guys. We're bringing Suffered These Wounds from Dayton. Of course, everybody knows Arise the Titan. Cryptic, those dudes they're heavy, but they're kind of like us, like a groovy feel. Slaves Among Death, they're another band that we met in Dayton while we were doing some shows. Those dudes are amazing. You guys are going to love them. They're sweet. So you want to tell them about the other dates?
Yeah.
Dave's got the other dates we got coming so far.
I want to touch on that Artists Against Addiction too. That's something that's really personal to almost everybody that I know. There's very few people that haven't been affected by opiates. Whether it be your family member or you. I mean, myself, it was me. I was all the way fucked up, and more family members I could count was all the way fucked up.
And he's been clean for a grip.
Some of them still are. Right. And a lot of these groups that are on this show have fought that same fight and have come out the other side. And a lot of us don't come out the other side. And these guys are coming out just because they have made it out, and to try to help somebody else make it out. So that's really what that show is all about. Is to if we can help one person come out that other side, it makes all the difference in the world to us, to everybody on that bill. So that's definitely one, if you're down to support, to try to check out. But coming up here in the near future, we have the 27th of July here. We're going to be down in Independence, Kentucky with Lex the Hexmaster.
Lex the Hex.
From Magic Ninja Entertainment. The homie's up there doing it big. He's out on his tour. Then July 30th, I think it's the 30th, we're doing, our homies in Gods of Chaos, they do this parking lot party at the Gathering of the Juggalos every year. They bring out professional sound, professional lights. They run it just like a show. And we do it outside, and we do it for all the homies who, if you ain't hip, that in the Juggalo world, when people go to the Gathering, you get motherfuckers come out there 4, 5, 6 days early sometimes, and they just post up. So the day before the gates open, we do this show in the parking lot, and that's for everybody hanging out in the parking lot. I mean, it ends up being a couple thousand people kicking it out there, so that's going to be a really good time. It's something we look forward to. I've got to play Gathering itself quite a few times. It's always a blast. And then 9/20, September 20th, we'll be back in Columbus City, Alrosa with ABK and Big Hoodoo for the Have-Nots. That's coming back to town. My homie's bringing that show to town, and we're going to go rock it with those guys. Long-time homies there. So
we also have a lot of shows in the mix that are going to be pretty big news. So as soon as we can confirm those and everything's a go, you'll be the first to know, Brian, as always.
For right now, we're just trying to only hit these what we're calling bigger events, while we take some time and finish up these tracks for the record, because we've already had a little bit of interest from a couple smaller national labels that would like to hear the record. So we'd like to get that, at least something out to those guys, see if anything pops with it, man.
All right, well, we're going to give everybody a taste of your music right now. We're going to play the song I've been playing the hell out of, Salvation's Beneath. Would you guys like to talk a little bit about the inspiration to this song?
Pretty much, me and Jesse wrote the music. Dave did the lyrics, so it's pretty much their song. I just do the guitars on it, and Derek just drums.
No, really, not much inspiration behind the bass riff itself, which is what the song starts with. It's just something I played, and as I was playing it, Dave kind of dug it, looked at me, and like kind of told me he dug it, so we just stuck with that, and then made the song from that. So.
Yeah, like I said earlier, man, we just sit down and we're like, hey, play this riff, and I'll play a riff, or Derek will start playing drums, and then I'll start playing guitar, and then Jesse will come in, and then we're like, oh, that's dope, and we just keep it, and then we write around that, and then we're like, okay, well, we got to come up with the next part, and we sit there and we just start playing. We're like, oh, that's dope, keep it, and we don't throw many things away, because usually we nail it like right off the rip. So it's just we build song one at a time, and as fast as we can, but
Old school jam session, pretty much.
Exactly how we do it.
That's how I wrote pretty much everything I've ever had in a band. I come up with the riff, and then everybody follows me, and it just kind of flows. Start searching for lyrics. So this is Salvation Beneath by Divine Eminence.
Wait a minute, slow down. Catch your head for a second, throw your hands up. Better keep them guessing. On the way, duck. The shit is getting messy. If you feel strong, baby, you're ready. Move on, make a storm after storm, and it builds up. Till the motherfucking roof is gone. Got trust and orders restored, but now I'm like it was, it's like never ever before. Stand frozen in the chaos that we ride with. There's a meaning to the message. It's the ultimate fight you're running. It's not about the money, but a little bit would help. Fast lessons learned when you learn about yourself. Many blessings to question why is it wrong? The light is so bright, radiance we shine, and the world behind. It's only just a memory. Just like a blackout, total loss of control. There ain't nothing you can do when it comes from the soul. It's got the meaning and the feeling you've been looking for. We've been right here making magic, trying to tell y'all. Seconds tick off the clock, but this is time. Cycles they repeat like the hooks up in my rhyme. The words that come from somewhere in a corner of my mind. Places so dark that I had to paint you light. Many blessings to question why is it wrong? The light is so bright, radiance we shine, and the world behind. It's only just a memory. It's just a memory. I never let go. I never came in. I don't owe you anything. You didn't say it'd be like this. I've been up on my toes. Awesome if you ask me. I won't give you any more. You've already taken everything, so no. I never let go. I never came in. I don't owe you anything. You didn't say it'd be like this. I've been up on my toes. What's up if you ask me? I won't give you any more. You've already taken everything, so no. No. They've already taken everything, so no. So no. They've already taken everything, so no.
You have the phone right in front of you, that's your phone.
All right, we're back on the air here with Divine Eminence. I
What
think,
up, y'all?
Raven has a question for Tony.
Oh, it's just something silly. I just wondered if you were still doing tattoos.
Yes, I was actually drawing tattoos till probably 2 o'clock this morning. Yeah, I'll never get away from it. It's something that's going to always haunt me, even if I retire, which I am retired. But I never seem to stop tattooing.
Yeah, you've done some work on hers. That's why.
Yeah, I've got a couple from you
I did
that
Brian's
got a long
first
time
tattoo,
ago.
actually.
Yeah, you also did my first one, so.
That's what he just
That's what
said.
I'm saying. I did
Cubits.
your first tattoo.
Yeah.
I've got 46 now. I'm getting kind of covered.
I can't hear you, sweetheart, at all.
Leave your mic up again. Say it again.
I've got 46 tattoos, including a couple on my head.
Yeah, covered up.
Yeah, it's getting there, but I've still got some room to fill.
Well, come on over. I'll fill them up.
Oh, believe me, I need some stress relief. I need a tattoo.
Yeah, my kid just came and got one. She's like, Dad, I need a stress reliever. Come, give me a tattoo.
People think I'm crazy because they look at the ones on my head and go, didn't that hurt? And I'm like, my husband has movies of me snoring while I'm getting my tattoos on my head. I fell asleep.
And laughed.
and laughed. It tickled my dragon's
I didn't
tail.
fall asleep because it was the one when I got around my ear. It was so loud, dude. I was like, I got a headache from the noise of the machine getting tattooed my head so long.
Yeah,
the pain didn't hurt. It was just the noise.
The tail, where the tail is around my ear on my head, I was laughing so hard because it tickled. She had to quit tattooing for a minute, so I quit laughing.
It happens sometimes.
Yeah, she don't feel pain, so.
Must be nice.
So, you guys have a tentative date for your album that you're going to be releasing soon, anytime soon here?
The album is going to be entitled After Death, and we're as diligent as we can be. That's all I can say. I can't give you a release date. Hopefully it'll be out before the end of the year. If not, I'm sorry, but I want it to be out like last year.
It's coming though.
It's coming. It's definitely, we're trying to get some studio time in a prominent spot, so we'll see what happens.
Yeah, I'll keep playing your song, but, it'd be nice to have a couple more to go with it.
Yeah, it'd be nice to have more than just one song to play.
We got them. We can record in our studio, but, maybe we'll do that. But we ain't figured it out yet.
Just keep it plugging. It'll come.
Yeah.
Yep.
My black kitty jumps up on a chair, up on a bookshelf she's not supposed to be on, so that he'll play with her.
Get down. Sorry. We are live, and who cares? Anyway. Let's see what else I got here. No help in the peanut gallery. So, who in the future would you like to play with live? In the future?
Derek. We'll let Derek answer that.
Kill switch.
He said kill switch.
All day.
He's not a very talkative guy. He beats on things. That's his thing.
There's a lot of bands out there we fit in dope with right now. Like I don't know if you're hip on Fever 333. You hip on those guys?
That'd be so sweet.
Yeah, I'd like to go on the road with them.
That would be a sick show.
That would be some shit, dude. Some stuff I'm really into right now. There's just a lot of. We're happy to play with whoever, dude. We just like to get out and play because that helps spread our message, and our message is a lot about self growth and independence and becoming what you feel that you should be in this universe and
a better you.
Yeah, a better you.
Everything positive. We're very positive.
You change the world one person at a time. It all starts within yourself, and that's what I try to put out there. And what we try to represent. So any time we get a chance to put that out there, that's definitely a plus for us.
For sure. We played a lot of shows lately. You know what I'm saying? Opening up for a lot of really big bands and really bands that I listened to that like growing up and stuff like that. We opened up for Soulfly.
Yeah,
I never imagined I would open up for Soulfly. That was fucking amazing.
That was pretty awesome.
And then Dave Ellefson and
Dave Ellefson,
Dave Ellefson,
Altitudes and Attitude.
Made a band. Two of my favorite bass players of all time, one from Anthrax, one from Megadeth, made that band Altitude and Attitudes. And we was able to get on that show in Dayton. It was pretty cool.
That was amazing. Got to hang out with Frank Bello, and it was just cool. And we just did a show with Power Man 5000.
Yep.
That was awesome. We
Head
played.
PE was awesome.
Yeah, we played my birthday party, 420 with Head PE. That was a phenomenal show. One of my favorite.
An unexpected one was Goat Whore. They're pretty heavy, so we didn't think we'd fit on that very well. It didn't.
It went down great, dude. And I love,
I didn't want to play it. I was like, dude, are you fucking for real? We're gonna go play a fucking Goat Whore.
I'm like, fuck yeah, Ben Falcoast is my dude, man. I used to trade action figures with that dude. So I'm like, fuck yeah, I want to play with that dude.
I got outvoted, yo. Everybody else was like, fuck yeah.
Fuck yeah.
Fuck.
Well, a diverse show, that's always a good thing.
Yeah, it was a diverse show, and the fan response was, I mean, to me, it kind of shocked me. I didn't think they was going to feel it, but, they was definitely
really got into
it, so.
And then we played with, a bunch of the Psychopathic guys, and Twisted, Magic Ninja Entertainment. We've been with ABK, Blaze Your Dead, Homie. I mean, we played for so many different kinds of music and different clubs all around. It's been great so far. We've been playing out live for a year, and I don't know anybody that has a roster like we do. Like, not being, saying we're great or nothing, and by no means, but I've opened up for some of the greatest bands that I've known in my life in 1 year's time. That's phenomenal to me.
How those Ozfest connections have kind of paid off a little bit.
Yeah, a little bit. Me and Dave have done a lot of, promotion and, stuff over the years, and, we've both been on tours, and we've both done, been around the scene a lot longer. So it's definitely paid off. Me and Dave are like a powerhouse. It's like two of us that it's getting a right and a left at all times.
And then you add in our manager, Christy, who's coming at the scene. She's been learning the shit the past year, too. She runs a couple of her own things, but so she's learning the music scene now. Now she's up in there. She's making them phone calls and sending them emails and cracking them heads, opening up some of them doors, and it's definitely made a big difference for us.
Yeah, our management is definitely, we wouldn't be here right now, no question, if it wasn't for Christy. She's just a beast all the way around when it comes to anything. Like,
it takes a whole crew. It takes a whole crew.
Yeah, it takes a crew.
Tams helps out, runs us around. Mikey helps with our equipment, and our homie Bazaz was our equipment manager for the longest time. But
my cousin Gino
he had to
always
back
holds
up,
it down.
Had to take a step back to focus on his family for a minute, but he'll be right back with us when he can. And we definitely appreciate what he did, but we also we understood, he had to take a step back to go deal with his family, and that's really
family first. That's for sure. But he'll be back. It ain't like we're going to lose him ever. And but we do have a tight team. Everybody we're with. It's definitely cogs working at all time. We're definitely moving and pushing forward. But like back to what I was saying, like our management, I can't even imagine all the stuff she does. Like I'm
glad she fucking does.
Yeah,
fuck,
me and she took off so much heat from me and him that it's we can be creative now and not just be
right.
Right. Worried about we got to book this show, we got to get this, blah 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 blah. Christy handles all that now, so now we're able to be creative, and it's such a blessing, and we're very very glad to have her.
Yeah, it can be really taxing when you're the only one promoting yourself. It's a job unto itself, not just playing music but booking and keeping everything straight, holding on to the money and all that. I've been there, done that. It's not fun.
All that shit.
Yeah, she does. She runs the websites. All the I do the Facebook from time to time. She does everything.
We all post on the Facebook from time to time.
But she handles everything: the Twitter account, the Instagram, all that. Booking the shows, making sure our money's straight, making sure we got what we need, getting us where we got to go.
Have you guys ate today?
Have you eaten today? Like she just made us all dinner. You know what I mean? She's amazing. There's nobody better than Christy Gardner, hands down. And no, you guys can't have her. We're not giving her up. I'll shoot you right in the face.
Yeah, I'm not
don't get it. Just got the love and light. People won't smack a motherfucker.
Right. Just because we're positive, though, we can't be negative.
Everything's in yin and yang,
Yes, sir.
Power.
Got to balance it out.
Alrighty. Guys, got anything you guys want to say to your fans before we wrap this thing up this evening?
Well, let's let Jesse go.
I would just say thank you for all the support on Facebook, especially. I didn't expect that much support and all the votes and everything. Being top for like 5 weeks in a row, I think it was, is awesome. Just thank you to all the fans for sure.
Dave,
my thank you. I've been saying a lot. Well, the past couple shows. Is anybody listening to this now or coming to a show or listening to it later, or if we interact with you at any point, I thank you for your time. But I like to say that time is the most precious thing that you have. People strive for money and car and houses and fame, but your time, when you give away your time to somebody, that's a true gift, and I thank you for that.
Derek?
Well, Dave, speak for me.
I guess
that's pretty much saying the same thing.
Yeah, that's Derek says the same thing as fucking Dave. As far as me, I'm flabbergasted at where we're at right now. And the only way that we're here right now is because of the fans. And like Jesse said, we've been #1 5 weeks in a row on Ripper Radio. I never could imagine that happening. Not even once, but 5 times. That's a little outrageous.
And that's not us. That's our fans.
That's our fans.
That's
you know what I mean?
Going on there saying Divine Eminence, and that's the more took your time. Thank you.
Yeah. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your ear.
There's a lot of great bands, and I'm not saying there wasn't something that would kick our fucking ass in the dirt, but our fans,
they're
made that shit.
All the bands that we went up against. I like Then Falls the Sky. Them dudes are dope, and we're definitely going to do some shows with them. We talked to them, so that's going down. There's a lot of guys that we can network through Ripper Radio would be awesome.
And thank you for that.
Thank you, Brian, for everything you've done for us too.
Doors that you guys are helping open for us as well. We appreciate that. It's never noticed. Thank you.
Yes, definitely. Thank you very much for that. And
you're welcome.
What's that?
I said you guys are welcome.
Oh man, we're gonna keep trying to give you stuff to listen to that's good, and hopefully you help us push the new album, and everybody likes it too, and I'm pretty sure they will. If they like what they got so far, they're gonna love the total package.
Oh yeah.
We've written a lot of new.
A word out about the top 10. I don't know if Tony relayed this or not, but in December I'm going to put all the bands of the month together, and they're all going to fight it out for Band of the Year. I'm not sure exactly what I'm going to do for the winner just yet, but that's what I'm planning for doing. So there'll be 11 bands for 2 weeks fighting it out, and then the top 5 out of those 2 weeks will go against each other, and we'll get to know who the Band of the Year for Ripper Radio will be. So we got something to look forward to towards the end of all this.
Yeah, we thank you for that too, man. That's a lot more recognition for us as well. You know what I mean? If it wasn't for you, we wouldn't have a lot of fans that we do, and we appreciate that. And we'll do whatever we can, to help you as well. No problem.
I help out people you've known, and I've known you forever, so it's all good.
I'll let the audience know that I've known Brian pretty much all of my entire life. We started out as musicians like when we were like 12, 13 years old. We've all been in cool bands and stuff together. This dude actually played in my grandmother's basement. That was their practice spot. It was pretty awesome. My grandma was like 90 years old, and here comes all these long-haired dudes in the basement just jamming. And I remember Wicked used to play there. Bloody Murder used to play there. My old band, Wicked's played there. Like, it was just cool going to my grandma's house and just jamming. And you guys are down there just like, hey, Satan! And my grandma's upstairs reading Bible and shit.
There's 3 long-haired white guys and a black dude. Which was kind of unheard of in the 80s, but, Not to mention
my grandma,
the basement parties that used to be held there, too. So we all know.
Yeah, lots of parties. I remember the year that we had Wicked was the headliner. We bought so many kegs of beer, and everybody was moshing so hard there was literally 3 inches of beer on the basement floor. Yeah. That was fucking a crazy year. That year was awesome, dude. Everything, we had to lift all the amps up and put them on milk crates because the floor, like we were shocking ourselves. It was awesome.
Grandma should have fucked it all up.
But yeah, good time.
Alrighty, guys. Well, I won't keep you much longer. So thank you for coming on to my show this evening and taking part in my top 10 and all the promotion you did on your side as well. And we'll just keep it going. Be playing your video more on Ripper TV when I get another episode up. It's kind of a back burner thing. I do it when I have time. So.
Right on.
So we'll have you guys back on again when you got something major to talk about, and hopefully things will keep going well on your side. And I think
we'll definitely get another interview from us when we drop the album. That's for sure.
Yeah, and make sure let's do something closer to when you guys do that addiction show. Maybe we can get together like the week before that so we can plug it for you.
That would be amazing. We thank you so very much.
You're welcome. So this is Divine Eminence. I'm the Necromancer here on Ripper Radio for the Artist Spotlight this week. Hope you guys enjoyed the show, and until next time, rock on, horns up. We'll see you later. Bye-bye.
Peace out, y'all.
Peace out.
Peace.